Next, look at this problem. You have to find the value of x. Okay, that is the value of the interval y lies. You have to find out. See, the question here, look at this is slightly complicated, but it's very simple problem. So let us start with the given function. It's given y square minus 3y minus 2 by 3 is less than. So bring this term to this x, collect the x terms in one expression. 2x by x square plus x plus 4. So you rewrite this given equation by collecting x term in the right hand side, and this is the left hand side y terms. Okay, you make this value as some expression, substitute. So substitute 2x by x square plus x plus 4 equal to a some other variable t. Okay, so t, now cross multiply, you get x square t plus tx plus 4t minus 2x equal to 0. Clear? So next here you collect the terms, x terms, and you write in a quadratic equation. So x square t plus t minus 2 into x plus 4t is equal to 0. This equation equal to 0 for a real x is in R. X is a real. Okay. So x real means its discriminant is greater than 0. So what about the discriminant? Discriminant is d equal to d minus 2 the whole square minus 4 into, this is t here 4t. So 4t square is equal to 0. Now this is greater than 0. Discriminant is greater than 0 since x is real. So next you simplify this equation and find out the t value ranges. So t is your this expression. So t minus 2 a minus b, a plus b. So here this is 4t. So minus 4t. So this is a minus b. So next t minus 2 plus 4t. Okay, I have converted as this is a square minus b square. So a minus b, a plus b. So what do you get? Minus 2 minus 3t into 5t minus 2. Okay, 5t minus 2 is greater than 0. Since here I am having a negative sign, you observe a negative sign, so you get the less than symbols. Okay, so you get that in the next step you get less than symbol. Okay, so what is your t value? T value is less than means your t is equal to minus 2 by 3 and t equal to 2 by 5 are the critical points. Therefore, t lies between minus 2 by 3 and 2 by 5. Okay, so substitute, so you write down t lies between minus 2 by 3 less than t less than 2 by 5. So you take this number 2, substitute 2 in the equation 1. Okay, this is 2 in 1. So this is t lies between, this expression lies between minus 2 by 3 and 2 by 5. So substitute in this place the first equation. What do you get? This y square minus 3y minus 2 by 3 is less than. Since t is less than minus 2 by 3 means it is automatically less than minus 2 by 3. So this y by t is cancelled. So you get y into y minus 3 is less than 0. So y belongs to 0, 3, that is wavy curve method. So using wavy curve method or sign scheme method, you find y belongs to 0, 3 is your answer. So the option is C. C is the correct answer. The problem is over. So next question, this is the problem in GP. Okay, GP already we have done an AP problem. This is GP. So given A, B, C, D are in GP. So A, B, C, D or GP means this is the condition. B by A, C by B, d by c. That implies b square equal to ac, c square equal to bd and bc equal to ad. Mark this equation number 1. So next you have to find the roots of this equation. Now we know that the sum of the coefficients of these quadratic equations are 0. Then the roots are rational. That is one condition. So let us check the sum of the coefficients. Okay. So what are the sum of the coefficients is a minus c, b minus c, b minus d, a minus d. So expand and you substitute here this a square get cancelled and this a square cancelled. D square cancelled, d square cancelled. Okay, c square is, c square value is minus 2bd, okay, minus 2bd and b square value is here minus 2ac. So plus 2bd and plus 2bd. This is here you get, this is minus 2ac cancelled and this is minus 2bc and bd and minus 2bc and this term minus 2bc. AD equal to, what is this value? Minus. So plus 2BC. So these values are cancelled. See, this 2BD is cancelled with this one and 2AC cancelled. So here you get 0. All the terms are cancelled using the equation 1. Okay. So therefore the sum of the coefficients of this quadratic equation is 0, means the roots are rational. Okay, so this is one important condition in a quadratic equation. So your option is A, B, C is your correct answer. So in this problem, the roots of this quadratic equation is rational. So the problem is sober. Very simple problem. Okay, next question. You have to find the roots of this equation. You are given the equation a square x square plus bx plus c has alpha as a root and beta as a root is a square x square minus bx minus c equal to 0. Substitute this equation, you get a square alpha square plus b alpha plus c equal to 0. So a square alpha square equal to minus b alpha minus c. Mark this equation number 1. Similarly, beta is the equation of the second equation. Beta is the root of the second equation. So when you substitute a square beta square minus b beta plus c equal to 0, this implies c minus c. This a square beta square equal to b beta plus c. Mark this equation number 2. So third equation, a quadratic equation is given, isn't it? Third quadratic equation. So substitute, let us substitute alpha and beta in this equation and use the equation 1 and 2. Then how we will find what will happen. Okay, so when you consider the third equation, let us consider, you substitute the third equation x equal to alpha. So the third equation, what do you have? A square alpha square plus 2b, so you can 2 take outside. So 2b alpha plus c is equal to, what is the value? A square. This b alpha plus c is minus a square. So a square alpha square minus 2 alpha square a square. So the value is minus a square alpha square, which is less than 0 in the third equation. Again put in the third equation x equal to beta. So when you substitute x equal to beta, what happens? Therefore a square beta square plus 2 beta plus 2c equal to a square beta square plus 2 into b beta plus c is a square alpha square. So a square beta square. So answer is a 3 a square beta square, which is greater than 0. So when you substitute alpha, you get the equation is less than 0. When you substitute beta, you get positive. So by the quadratic fundamental formulas, then if f of alpha is less than 0 and f of beta is greater than 0 means there exist, this is there exist, okay, there exist a real number gamma such that there exists a real number gamma such that alpha less than gamma less than beta, and we have f of gamma equal to 0. So that is your third equation. Since gamma is the root of the third equation, so you get a relation alpha less than gamma less than beta. So this is your final answer, which comes under the option. So the D here, D is the correct answer. So D is your final answer. Next question, very simple problem which is come in the year 2019 January. Okay, so very simple problem. Sum of the real roots. You have to find the roots of the equation and then you find the sum of the roots. Get the answer. Okay, so you see this problem, it is a quadratic equation in an expression in modulus. Okay, so let us substitute this modulus value t. So t equal to modulus x minus 3 means this t is greater than 0. Since strictly greater than 0 or greater than or equal to 0 you can take. Okay, so substitute. So this becomes a quadratic equation plus t minus 2 is equal to 0. Factorize this equation. So you are having 2 minus 2. So you get t plus 2 into t minus 1 equal to 0. Okay. So t equal to minus 2 and t equal to 1 are the roots of the equation. But t value is modulus x minus 3. It takes only the positive value. But here you are having negative. So this value does not exist since it takes only positive value. So t equal to 1 is possible. Okay. So x minus 3 is equal to 1 implies x minus 3 is equal to modulus value, both plus or minus value it takes. Okay, so now very simple problem I told. So x is equal to 3 plus or minus 1. So x is equal to 4 comma 2. So x equal to 4 comma 2 are the roots of the equation. So what is the sum of the roots? So sum of the roots of the equations are 2 plus 4 equal to 6. So 6 is your answer. The option is D. That's correct. So D is the correct answer. It's a very simple problem. Okay. Next equation, quadratic equation is given. Next we have to find the relations between the two conditions. What are the condition given? That is the sum of the roots of this equation equal to the sum of the reciprocals. First let us write the sum of the roots of the equation. So let alpha comma beta are the roots of the equation ax square plus x plus c equal to 0. Now let us write the sum of the roots of the equation. So alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a. So minus 1 by a. Next product of the roots is alpha beta equal to c by a. So take this equation number 1. This is the first condition. So next is given by the sum of the roots is equal to alpha plus beta is equal to the sum of the reciprocals. Alpha square plus beta square, that is alpha square plus beta square divided by alpha beta the whole square. So this is second equation. So now let us substitute the equation 1 in 2. So what we get? This alpha plus beta is minus 1 by a and alpha plus beta the whole square minus 2 alpha beta is your alpha square plus beta square. This is by the formula. You expand and check the answer. Next, this is the product of the roots alpha beta the whole square. So substitute the value. What you get? Equal to minus 1 by a the whole square minus 2c by a divided by c by a the whole square. So next take LCM and simplify. Minus 1 by a equal to take a square. So 1 minus 2ac divided by a square cancelled and this is c square. So next cross multiply, c square equal to a minus 2a square c. So bring this term. So a plus c square equal to 2a square c. You get a relation like this. So this implies this a square c and c square are in AP. This relation indicates a comma a square c comma c square are in arithmetical progression AP. So the option is C. C is the correct answer. Problem is over. Next question, we have to find the real roots of the given equation. Okay, what is the equation given? 3 power x in the left hand side and right hand side a modulus value. Okay, so let us substitute t equal to 3 power x. Let us substitute t equal to 3 power x. Since 3 power x is a power term, so it is greater than 0, greater than or equal to 0. So t is always positive. So let us substitute in this equation. What about the left hand side? So left hand side is t into t minus 1 plus 2. So that is t square minus t plus 2. So this is your left hand side. Now what about the right hand side? Since it is in modulus value, so right hand side equal to t minus 1 modulus plus modulus t minus 2. So next, using the modulus definition, you can split the intervals as t less than 1, 0 less than or it's 1 less than, t less than 2. Next, t greater than 2. So these are the three intervals. In t less than 1, these both are negative. So 2t, that is 3 minus 2t. Okay, in this interval. Next, 1 to 2, it is this term is positive and this is negative. So what do you get? So this is t minus 1 plus 1, so this 1. So next, t greater than or equal to 2, both terms are positive. So you get 2t minus 3. Okay, substitute these values in the right hand side and left hand side and equate the function, you get the real roots. Okay, first one, the first. So use this when t less than 1, substitute this one, t square minus t plus 2 equal to 3 minus 2t. So simplify t square, bring this term plus 2t, so plus t, 2 minus 3 minus 1 equal to 0. So when you factorize this equation, you get t equal to minus 1 plus or minus square root of 1 minus, here already one minus sign, so plus 4 divided by 2. So you get minus 1 plus or minus root 5 by 2. So your t value is negative plus or minus root 5 by 2. Since t is positive, okay, so t is positive means t negative does not exist. So this value does not exist. This value does not exist. Okay, since t is greater than 0. Next, similarly, use the condition 1 less than or equal to t less than 2 in this left hand side. What do you get? T square minus t plus 2 equal to 1. So t square minus t plus 1 equal to 0. So 1 plus or minus square root of, what do you get? 1 minus 4 divided by 2. So you get a complex root. This is 1 minus 4 is minus 3. So a complex root you get. So t does not exist. Again t is positive, complex root does not exist. Similarly, you substitute when 2t minus 3, there is t greater than, this is 0 less than or equal to t less than 1. Next, t greater than or equal to 2, what you get? 2t minus 3, substitute in this equation. So next, t square minus t plus 2 equal to 2t minus 3 for t greater than or equal to 2. So substitute, you get t square, this bring this one, this you get minus 3t minus plus 5 is equal to 0. So 3 plus or minus square root of 9 minus 4 into 5, 20. okay, divided by 2. So t value again in this, we get the square root inside a negative value, a complex root. So in both three cases, first case you get a negative value, second case you get a complex value, here in the third case also a complex value. Therefore, there is no value exists. So here in this problem the answer is 0, 1, none of this. So none of this is the correct answer. Since there is no value exists in this question, so the value for the roots of the equation is singleton set. So D is the correct answer. So next equation, let us find out the function is given by e power 4x, e power 3x, all those terms are combined. You have to find the real roots of this equation. For this, for convenience, let us substitute t equal to e power x. So t is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, it's clear. T is greater than or equal to 0. So when you substitute in this equation, it becomes t power 4 t cube minus 4t square t plus 1. It is a fourth power degree equation. So divide throughout by t square. So t square plus t minus 4 plus 1 by t plus 1 by t square. Dividing throughout by t square. Okay. So next combine these two terms and substitute t plus 1 by t equal to alpha. Let us substitute. So what about this t plus 1 by alpha, the whole square? This is t. T plus 1 by t is alpha square. So what about t square plus 1 by t square? It is alpha square minus 2. Okay. This is t square plus 1 by t square. When you expand, you get t square plus 1 by t square plus 2. So this plus 2 becomes here. So alpha square minus 2. So combining first and last term, this t square plus 1 by t square, you can substitute as alpha square minus 2 plus t plus 1 by t minus 4 equal to 0. So this is alpha square minus 2 plus alpha minus 4 equal to 0. So next here, alpha square plus alpha minus 6 equal to 0. Factorize this equation, what you get? Alpha plus 3 into alpha minus 2 equal to 0. So alpha equal to minus 3. Next alpha equal to 2. Now what about this alpha? Alpha you are taken as t plus 1 by t and t value is e power x. So this alpha equal to t plus 1 by t and this is e power x plus 1 by e power x is e power minus x, you already know. So e power minus x is equal to minus 3 and e power x plus e power minus x equal to 2 roots, that is minus 3. This is a positive term, isn't it? This left hand side is positive, but negative term does not exist. So this is not possible. So only possibility is e power x plus e power minus x equal to 2. So you substitute e power x plus e power minus x equal to 2. So what is the only solution for this equation? X equal to 0 is the only solution for the above equation. Okay. So x equal to 0 means when you substitute x equal to 0, you get 1 plus 1, that is 2. It satisfies the equation. So what is the answer for this problem? X equal to 0. Here, so option is the number of real roots. So x equal to 0 is the solution. So only one real root. X equal to 0 is the only solution. So there is now only one real root, that is x equal to 0. So the option B is the correct answer. So x equal to 0 is the only real root. So the problem is over.